and that just really follows on to what we've seen in terms of the National Guard and several state capitals being deployed at this point. I mean, obviously, this isn't something that one likes to see the National Guard being forced to do. When you think about this a bit more broadly, is this something that you think the United States is going to have to really prepare for going forward? Because when we talk to folks in the U.S. about what the economic implications are going to be as a result of COVID, more disenfranchisement, a broader scope between the haves and the have-nots. You know, a lot of the folks that I speak to think, you know, this isn't something that's going to go away.
I think you're correct. We have a situation where individuals actually were able to seize portions of our Capitol building, something that has not happened in our country since the British invaded back in the 1800s. So although they ultimately failed, they've shown it can be done, and it may embolden those who were maybe sitting on the fence to join these activities. They may find themselves organizing more, coalescing into groups. I work with a lot of folks who've studied insurgencies in foreign countries, and much of what we're seeing in America right now is what we see in the very early days of the development of an insurgency. So, worst case scenario is we could be going into an era of increased political violence and perhaps insurgency.
When you think about this with regards to what we've seen since 9/11, in terms of, as you mentioned, an insurgency, but really about the idea of homegrown terror, does this embolden, would you say, other groups to potentially take advantage of what seems to be a total disarray?
Yes, I think it emboldens groups. It emboldens other anarchist groups. It emboldens left-wing groups. It also provides lessons to foreign adversaries who may want to do harm here, who may have been holding back, thinking we had locked ourselves down and our security was so tight that they couldn't get in. I think foreign intelligence organizations also are going to see opportunities to create mischief. Perhaps provide funding to some of these groups, provide weapons training to some of these groups, continue to work the propaganda and the misinformation, exploiting those cracks in our culture today.
Do you think that we're going to see an uptick in the kind of security cohesion like we did after 9/11 as a result of all of this?
I think we are. The unique and unusual thing is this is happening on our own soil with our own American citizens. And tools and techniques that we can use against foreigners who are looking to attack the United States are tools and techniques that we don't normally and are prohibited from using against Americans. So it'll be interesting to see if we end up having some kind of a public debate about the use of surveillance and intelligence tools against American citizens who perhaps want to do harm to the United States government.